St. Augustine exclaims, "O life, which God hath prepared for them that love him." That life, the sole principle of life. Happy, secure, quiet life. Pure, chaste, beauteous, holy life. That life, which fears no death, dreads no sorrow. Life, devoid of spot or stain, devoid of pain, corruption, anxiety, or perturbation. Life, full fraught with dignity and excellence, where there is no enemy to assault us, no sin to seduce us, no fear to intimidate us, but perfect love, an everlasting day, one and the same Spirit in all, where God is seen face to face, and where the soul is continually feasted with the bread of life. Happy mansion of glory, the desires of my heart are directed to thee. Thy infinite beauties constitute the delight of my soul. The more I consider thee, the more I languish with love for thee. Sole object of my ardent desires, I am charmed with the sweet remembrance of thee. O happy life, O truly blessed, immortal, everlasting kingdom, to which no period of time shall ever succeed. Where there is one never-ending day, there can be no measure of time. Where they who have been victorious in the spiritual combat shall join in concert with the holy angels and sing, without ceasing, the songs of Zion. How happy my soul, and eternally happy, O heavenly city, should it merit to contemplate thy glory, thy beauty, thy happiness, to see thy gates, thy walls, thy streets, thy numerous buildings, thy illustrious inhabitants, and thy almighty sovereign, enthroned in splendor and majesty in the midst of thee. For thy walls are of precious stones, thy gates of beauteous pearl, and thy streets of the purest gold, ever resounding with joyful Alleluias. Thy many mansions are founded upon hewn, square sapphire stone, and covered in with plates of gold. Into these no man can enter who is not clean. No man can inhabit them who is defiled. Sweet and beautiful are thy delights, O Jerusalem, our common mother. Thou feelest none of the trials and sufferings which we all behold and endure in this miserable life. Thou art subject to no intervals of darkness, no vicissitudes of night and day, no variety of seasons in their several courses. Thy light is not furnished by lamps or candles. In thee there is no shining moon, no glittering stars, but God of God, light of light. Even the Sun of Justice ever shines in thee. And the white, immaculate Lamb is thy pure, thy beauteous light. Thy sun, thy splendor, and all thy felicity consist in the never-failing contemplation of this most beautiful King. This King of Kings is in the midst of thee, and all his children surround and adore him continually. There are the harmonious choirs of angels. There, the assemblage of the heavenly citizens. There, the joyful procession of all those blessed souls who from the melancholy pilgrimage of this life return to the never-ending joys of their heavenly country. There, the choir of prophets, whom the Spirit of God endued with the knowledge of future events. There, the 12 first preachers of the Christian religion, the blessed apostles. There, the victorious army of innumerable martyrs. There, the sacred assembly of confessors. There, the true and perfect monks and religious. There, the holy women who overcame the pleasures of the world and the infirmity of their sex. There, the virgins and youths who surpassed their years by their virtues and sanctity. There, the sheep and lambs who have escaped the snares of worldly pleasures. These all rejoice in their proper mansions. And though the degree of glory in each is different, yet the joy of all is common, and shall be so for eternity. Their charity reigns in its highest perfection, because God there is all in all. Him they continually behold, and beholding continually, praise and love and praise without end, without labor, without cessation. This is their soul, their constant employment. How happy shall I be? How supremely, how everlastingly happy should I, after the dissolution of this wretched body, deserve to hear the celestial and melodious hymns which are sung by the saints and troops of holy angels in praise of their eternal King. How happy myself, how exceedingly happy should I merit to join and sing in concert with them the praises of my King, my God, and my Redeemer, to see him in his glory, as he vouchsafed to promise when saying to his Father, I will, that where I am, they also whom thou hast given me may be with me, that they may see my glory, which thou hast given me, because thou hast loved me before the creation of the world. St. John chapter 17, verses 24. And again, if any man minister to me, let him follow me, and where I am, there also shall my minister be. St. John chapter 12, verses 26. And in another place, he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him, and will manifest myself to him. St. John chapter 14, verses 21. Represent, therefore, now to yourselves, if you have lived in God's fear, what a day that shall be which shall shine over your heads. When finishing the course of this life, you shall pass from death to immortality, and that in the inevitable moment, when others shall begin to tremble, you shall begin to walk joyfully, because you shall perceive the hour of your redemption to draw nigh. Endeavor, said St. Jerome to the Virgin Eustochium, to get out of the prison of this body, and as if you were at the door of your heavenly bridegroom, set before your eyes the reward of your labors, which is ready for you. Think what a day that will be, in which the Blessed Virgin Mary shall come to receive you, accompanied with a troop of holy virgins, and when your Lord and spouse, attended by all his saints, shall present himself before you, saying, Come and make haste, my spouse, my fair one, my dove, for the winter is past, the rains and the storms are ceased, and the flowers begin to appear upon our land.